Welcome to another session of Statistics and Probability. This is your teacher, John Glenn Mario. Today we will be discussing exploring the Pearson product moment correlation. After going through this lesson, you are expected to calculate the Pearson product moment correlation coefficient, interpret the computed correlation coefficient in terms of strength and direction, and apply and solve real-life problems involving correlation analysis. Now, let's have a recap or let's recall our previous lesson. What is correlation analysis? A statistical method used to determine whether a relationship between two variables exists. What is bivariate data? Data that involves two variables. Now, for lesson proper, here's the formula for the Pearson correlation coefficient, or R. The Pearson correlation coefficient was developed by Carl Pearson. It indicates the degree of relationship between two variables. So, ito yung kanyang formula. Kailangan ba kabisado? Yes, kailangan hanggat maaari kabisado. R is equals to the ratio of the difference between the product of the population and the summation of xy minus the summation of x times the summation of y. The square root of the product of n times summation of x squared minus the square root of summation of x multiplied by the difference of n times the summation of y squared minus the square of summation of y. So, paano ba yan, sir? Paano ba natin i-execute yan? Or paano ba natin gagamitin yan? So, mamaya papakita natin, okay? For now, here's the Pearson correlation scale. So, if you could recall the strength of our correlation, ito po siya. So, paano po ba siya? The strength and direction. So, ito yung qualitative description niya. Kapag daw ang Pearson natin or ang R ay nag-equal sa positive or negative 1, it means that it is perfect. For 0.75 to 1, it is very high. From 0.5 to 0.75, it is moderately high. From 0.25 to 0.5, it is moderately low. From 0 to 0.25, it is very low. At kapag ang Pearson correlation scale natin ay nasa 0, it means that there is no correlation. So, naalala ba? Ayan, very good. So, sige. Here's an example. The following data shows the scores of 5 students in statistics and physics. Determine if there is a relationship between the scores in physics and statistics. Interpret the results. So, here we have 5 students, Jason, Billy, Zach, Trini, and Kimberly. They have their corresponding scores in statistics and in physics. Ano ngayon ang kailangan nating isolve dito? We will determine if there is a relationship between the scores in physics and statistics. How are we gonna solve this? We're gonna use the Pearson product moment correlation. So, paano ba natin gagawin to? Okay, so here's the first step. Let us construct the table as shown. So, here's the original table. The x, we have our x column, our y column, then dadagdagan natin ng tatlo pang column. Here's the x squared, y squared, then xy. So, kailangan, ganito muna yung gawin natin. Gumawa tayo ng table, okay? So, after natin gumawa ng table, we will, the second step, we will square all the entries in the x column. We put them on the x squared column. So, lahat daw ng values na ito ay i-square natin. Saan natin ilalagay yung sagot? Dito sa column na to. So, for this, 3 times 3 is equals to 9. Dito naman, 9 times 9, 81. 10 times 10, 100. 12 times 12, very good, 144. How about 7 times 7? 49. So, yan. So, kailangan puno ito. Kung 10 iyan, kailangan 10 rin yung nandirito. Okay? Good. So, tapos na tayo sa step 2. Anong susunod? Step 3, square all the entries in the y column. Put them on the y squared column. So dito, kung kanina x yung ginamit natin, ngayon naman, y naman yung e square natin. Lalagay natin siya dito. Okay? So 5 squared, 25. 8 squared, 64. 20 squared, 400. 9 squared, 81. 8 squared, 64. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Once natapos na tayo dun sa y squared column, punta na tayo step 4. Multiply the entries in x and y columns. Put them under the xy column. So, eto raw dalawang column na to, pag multiply natin yung data, ilalagay natin yung sagot dito sa column na to. Okay? So, good. 3 times 5, yan, yung dalawang yan, ilalagay natin sa diyan, 15. Okay, good. Next, 9 times 8, 72. 10 times 20, 200. 12 times 9, 108. 7 times 8, 56. Okay, good. So, tapos na ba tayo? Yes, tapos na tayo sa paglalagay ng data. So, ano nasusunod natin? So, iyan na yung data na nakalap natin, na-complete natin. So, sa steps 2, 3, and 4. So, anong step 5? Step 5, get the sum of all the entries per column. So, lahat daw ng total ng kada column, ilalagay natin sa baba. Or susumahin natin, okay? Kukunin natin yung sum, okay? So, what's the total for X column? Add nga natin. That is equal to 41. How about on Y? Very good. That is equal to 50. For X squared, very good. 383. For Y squared, very good. That is 634. How about on XY column? I-add lang natin, ha? Very good. That is equal to 451. So, tapos na tayo sa step 5. So, what's the next step? Let's substitute the following values to solve the formula. So, lahat daw nung nakalap nating values, so eto yun. Summation ng x 41, y 50, x squared 383, y squared 634, xy 451. Gagamitin daw natin yan, isa-substitute natin sa formula na ito. Ayan. So, sa ating Pearson product. Sir, ano po yung n? Yung n natin is the number of the number of rows or kung ilan yung data natin. So, dito, bibilangan natin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, ang n natin ay equal sa 5. So, ayun yung summation of x. Ayun naman yung summation ng y. Ayun naman yung summation of x squared. Summation of y squared. Then, summation of xy. So, yung n natin, asan yan? Ayun, yung n natin is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, all we have to do now, since meron na tayo lahat yan, isa-substitute na lang natin, okay? Yan, very good. So, mas maganda niyan, para mas makompute natin, gumamit tayo ng scientific calculator or yung ating Desmos app, okay? Yan. So, nasolve na natin. Pwede naman paunti-unti kung hindi kaya ng inyong ordinary calculator, unti-unti nyo. Take note, huwag kayong mag-round off kagad, okay? Okay, so anong sagot dito? That is, ayan. Magiging ganyan yung inyong formula. And kapag kinompute natin, magiging ganito yan. 205 over the square root of 234 times 670. Therefore, pag kinompute natin yan, magiging 205 over square root of 156,780. So, kapag dinivide na natin siya, magiging equal siya sa, ayan, 0.5177. So, ano yung 0.5177? Yan ang ating Pearson product moment correlation coefficient. Yan dyan equal yung R natin. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Ngayon, ito again yung ating nakuhang Pearson. Yung Pearson coefficient, 0.5177. So, saan kaya siya papasok dito? Saan kaya? Ang R na na-compute natin ay nasa pagitan ng Very good. Nasa pagitan ng 0.5 and 0.75. Therefore, anong masasabi nating relationship ng dalawa? Nung scores ng statistics, saka ng score ng physics. We can say that, based on the answer that we have obtained, the scores of the 5 samples in statistics and physics have a moderately high positive correlation. Bakit positive? Kasi hindi siya negative dito. Moderately high based on the qualitative description. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Ito yung kapag drawing nyo yung scatter plot niya, ganito yung magiging labas niya. Okay? Ayan. Moderately high positive. So, alam natin kapag positive, pag ganito yung direction niya. Okay? Ayan. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Now, let's have a recap of what you just have learned. So, Pearson correlation coefficient. Yan yung formula. Ito yung correlation scale. At ito yung mga steps. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Practice na tayo.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so here, let's have a practice problem. The data shows the players' corresponding points per game and their minutes spent playing per game. Solve the Pearson correlation coefficient. So, meron tayo ditong siyam na variables. Ayan. So, siyam yan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, meron tayong points per game at meron tayong minutes per game. So, solvein daw natin yung Pearson correlation coefficient nito. Okay? Kahit hindi nga na-drawing muna yung scatter plot. Okay? Okay, very good. Pause nyo muna yung video, computin nyo, then after that, check natin kung tama yung sagot. Medyo magtatagal to kasi marami yung data, okay? Pero mas maganda, napapractice nyo na, okay? I trust you guys. Good luck.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so check natin kung tama yung isinagot natin, okay? Okay, good. So again, the data shows the players' corresponding points per game and their minutes spent playing per game. Let us solve for the Pearson correlation coefficient. So, paano natin isosolve to? So, again, gagawa tayo ng column. Sa x squared, y squared, then xy. So, after computation, ito yung dapat na nakuha natin. Ayan na. So, solve na natin. Medyo matagal kapag inisa-isa natin. So, ito na yung sagot. Okay? Next. Once na makomplete ko na yung table, ano next? So, solve natin yung total per column. So, ayan na siya. Kinuha natin yung total per column. Tama ba yung nakuha? Okay, good. Next, ano gagawin natin? Since meron na tayong mga totals, we can now solve for the Pearson product moment correlation. Ayan. So, ang n natin is equals to 9. Isa-substitute lang natin sa formula. Ayan. So, ayan, sinubstitute na natin. And therefore, ano makukuha nating sagot? Ang sagot dyan ay negative 0.5364. So, ano yung negative 0.5364? That is what? Based on the answer we have obtained, the players' corresponding points per game and their minutes spent playing per game have a moderately high negative correlation. Kanina moderately high positive, ngayon naman moderately high negative. Bakit negative? Kasi negative yung symbol ng correlation. Okay? So, paano yan, sir? Paano yan, to visualize that, eto siya. Ayan. Yan yung kanya. Ito yung mga points na to, ito yung data nila. So, ito yung trend line. Kuha ba? Okay, good. Thanks for watching my video lesson. Again, this is John Linas Almario saying, remember, trust the process. Bye, guys. See you soon.